Everyone, Scott here. So before we get into today's video, make sure you jump into the description and go check out all the details for our upcoming Advanced Conversational Hypnosis program. This is a 3-day program. All the details are below. Click on that link. Enrollments are filling very, very fast, guys. This will be our first training for 2023. I look forward to seeing you there. So can you use advanced conversational hypnosis, or the type of theory that we have around therapy, on yourself for some sort of self-hypnosis? And look, the answer is not really cut and dry, and the answer is really yes and no. So here's the thing when it comes to being your own therapist and doing therapy on yourself. It's very, very hard to be the therapist, but also be the client as well. Why? Well, let's go back to the basics of hypnosis. We all know that our problems, just like our clients, exist unconsciously. And unfortunately, our conscious mind will perceive different things. It'll make conclusions. It'll make up excuses. It'll basically look for everything that's not the problem or the closest thing to what it thinks the problem is. And now if you, the conscious person, go and try and fix that, you are now fixing the symptom. We know the same thing with our clients. When they come in and say, I can't quit smoking, we know that smoking is the symptom. It's our job to find the root cause. Well, the same thing exists for you. That's why it's very, very hard to be your own therapist. Now, it's not to say using like self-hypnosis or some sort of meditation or ritual is not a good thing, because it definitely is. But you always find it's going to take a lot longer to get to that root cause, or a lot longer to change that, that mindset shift, that habit, whatever it is. It's very, very hard to be that person, okay, on both sides of the fence. So the best thing you can do, look, guys, go hire an ACH therapist. Go hire a very advanced therapist or a very experienced therapist to do the therapy for you. That way, change is quick. If you can't afford these things, or you do just want to do this on yourself, just bear in mind that the problem you think you have is always going to be the conclusion, okay? So whether you're making your own sort of audio, you're making your own sort of suggestions, the best thing you can do, and this is just my own opinion, keep the suggestions fairly vague. Okay, when you're doing your audio, just be consistent with them. Don't spend a lot of time trying to analyze your problem, because all you're going to do is just find the conclusions anyway. You're never really going to get to that root cause. But all in all, what I recommend everybody should do to enhance, the self-hypnosis thing, which does take a long while to see the results, is include a lot of conscious activity. So what I recommend you do, if you're going to have an audio, have those sort of vague suggestions, and spend your time doing all the conscious activities to get to that goal. So let's say your goal is, to become more confident in business and grow a 6-figure hypnotherapy business. I assume that's why a lot of you guys are here watching these videos. You could do the self-hypnosis stuff, give yourself some confidence suggestions, give yourself, or allow yourself to give yourself permission, whatever way you want to frame it, to be a confident business owner, to have all the money, to get rid of your abundance blocks, whatever it is. Keep those things fairly vague. Then spend the rest of your day doing the conscious activities, doing the social media, finding the niche, researching, your niche, having the right prices, doing strategy call, doing social media, all of the things we know we have to do to build that business, and just sort of allow the unconscious stuff to sort of filter in the background to work over time while you sleep and while you're keeping yourself very consciously active. I think that's the big problem with sort of self-development in general. A lot of us just put on change your mindset, everything else will go from there. It's not that cut and dry. If it was, a lot of hypnotherapists wouldn't have a job, because clients wouldn't need us. We have to realize that your conscious mind plays a big role in your transformation, your evolution as a person. So again, just to recap, can you do sort of ACH, advanced conversational hypnosis, on yourself? Can you do like the hypnotic interview on yourself? Can you change your own mindset? Absolutely, you can. It's just going to take a long time. And a lot of the roads that you go down to try and fix the problem are going to be conclusions anyway. So you've got to be aware of that. All in all, go hire a therapist, let them investigate your problem for you, have the transformation with them, or, have them sort of take you through that transformation, get the problem sorted out, move on with your life, and go do other things.